Well, how we live our lives in Christ need to be an example to the world. If you're joining us in reading this 60-day reading plan, today's reading is 1 Peter chapter 2, verses 4 through 12, and I encourage you to read that passage. Well, when I first became a believer, those in the group with whom I was fellowshipping would jokingly say, when the pastor became pointed in telling us what we should do, go back to preaching and stop meddling. Peter is doing some serious meddling here. He isn't mincing words. He isn't kindly suggesting different avenues that we may walk. He's telling us right up front exactly what we should do. We should live our lives as a reflection of those who we are, so that others will see that. Well, I'll never forget an experience I had when I first started living as a believer. I was in the Army in Germany, and our unit went to the field for some war games. Soon after we got out there were some large tents were set up, and these were the tents we were going to sleep in. And some of the soldiers pulled out the reading material that they brought with them. These magazines that they had brought was something other than Good Housekeeping and Time. Well, I happened to walk into the tent later on in the afternoon, and there was an open Playboy magazine laying on the bunk. The centerfold was displayed, and as I walked by it, I stopped and looked at it. Now, that was frankly a big mistake. Behind me was a man who was not a believer. As a matter of fact, he was very antagonistic to people who professed Christ. Well, he immediately started attacking me for what I did. He knew it was wrong to have that magazine out, but I had stopped and looked at it. He knew what I believed, and because I didn't act on that belief and just walk by, I'd spoiled my witness. Well, we have to be very careful in what we do, not only what we do in public, but also what we do in private. You never know who's watching us. We never know how our witness and our legacy are destroyed because of a simple act of stupidity.